Okay guys, so I think I kind of share with you guys how to do facial expressions using blend shapes and so on and so forth. Now we did a smile and a frown and eye blinks and a frown, right? So but usually in real production, that's not the only thing that we do. Okay, so because an animator animating characters expressions, okay, it's variety of expressions, okay, a lot. So one of the things that I want to share with you guys is this thing called Stop Staring. Okay, it's a very good book by Jason Osipa. It has been around since 2003. Okay, but it's still a goodie, right? So if you take a look at the images here, okay, really kind of share with you things like, you know, if you want to do a narrow ooh, how it's going to look like, okay, or you want to do the lower lip, you know, and so on and so forth. Okay, the different phonemes as well. Okay, they will kind of share everything with you. Okay, these are what we call phonemes. Okay, the sound of the different alphabets, R, E, V, and so on and so forth. Okay, how the mouth looks like. And this book is really good. Okay, so if you guys want to really do a lot with facial expressions, you want to kind of test out and play around with it on your own, okay, this is the book to really have a look at it. Okay, it's also available in our library. Okay, you can kind of loan it out. Right, so for the last part of setting up the face is of course skinning. Okay, skinning the jaw, right? Now skinning will work in tandem with our blend shapes, but the thing is to remember and understand the concept. Okay, the blend shapes must be done first before you can actually skin the character. Now if you skin the character, okay, and the character you skin and you can open the mouth and so on and so forth, and then you start to do the blend shapes, okay, the repercussion is that the blend shape is going to cancel out your skinning. Okay, that means let's say you open the jaw, the mouth is open, and then when you turn on the blend shape, okay, the mouth is just going to close and goes back to the original shape and only react to whatever blend shape that you did. Okay, so in order for them to work in tandem, right, the blend shape is going to run below the skin. That means I can do a smile, and then on top I can open the jaw and the skin will pull the mouth down and open. Okay, so always remember the rule of thumb is to always create the blend shapes first. Okay, so now the blend shape is done. Okay, we have smile, sad, blinks and frown. Okay, for this assignment I'm going to go and straight away do the skinning. Right, so let's bring back our joints. Now what skin do we need to do? Okay, if you remember in the first video of this week, okay, we actually kind of cut away half and then we make sure it's symmetrical and stuff like that, and we delete history by type. Okay, so all our previous skinning is gone anyway, right? So then that's where we started to do the blend shapes. Now to add it back, okay, if you remember last time when we did the testing, we select the head joint, sorry, and the jaw joints. Okay, only these two joints goes into the head. Okay, so the head joint and the jaw joint, followed by the head mesh, right? And we're going to skin. Let's go back to rigging. Skin, bind skin, select the joints only. Okay, just you're going to use a simple classic linear and closest distance. Okay, so just bind. Now things are still going to look quite crappy. Okay, that means right. Okay, so I'm going to teach you guys a trick of how to quickly kind of skin the jaw. Okay, everything else will be skinned to the head except for this part, it's going to go to the jaw. Okay, usually what I like to do is I like to go to the side view. Okay, let's isolate the whole head and bring out the vertices, select every single thing. Okay, and I'm going to use component editor for this one. Okay, component editor, smooth skin. I'm going to give everything now to the head. Okay, so the head joint, select the first, scroll all the way down to the last, press shift, click, and assign 1. Okay, so now everything goes to the head. The jaw is not controlling anything at the moment. Okay, let's make this smaller. Okay, now Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to select certain part here, okay, and to follow the jaw. But what we can do is, let's bring back everybody else. Let's animate first. Okay, so select the jaw control. This is going to be rotate X. Yep. Okay, so let's key, create some keys here, open the jaw out. Okay, so we have jaw animation. Okay, so open the jaw. Now we already skin, right? So all we need to do next is, okay, let's take away selection of the joints. All right, so I'm going to select the mouth area here. Okay, press Ctrl Shift. You can add more additions this way. Now why I use side view is because, remember, okay, if you use side view, right, it will actually select both equally. Okay, whatever you select this side, the other side is selected as well. Okay, so that's why I use the side view. Okay, let's grab a bit more here. Okay, and I'll just kind of stop somewhere here. Okay, just at the bottom of the chin, right? And then what I'll do is I'll give all of this a value of 1 to the jaw. Okay, value of 1. Okay, so now, okay, if I play my animation, oops, okay, my finger animation is still there. Okay, interesting. Okay, and at the same time distracting. Let me just kind of kill off the animation for a moment here. Delete. Okay, now let's get back to the jaw. Okay, so right, and then you can see, okay, only this is kind of moving, this part is not moving. In the front, it looks kind of squarish and stuff. Okay, now this is the trick. Okay, I combine, I'm gonna hide the joints. Okay, I combine my component editor. Okay, because I'm blocking out, right? After you block out, okay, the next thing you do is you can use your pen weight tool. Okay, so for those who don't quite like this method, okay, this is the chance for you to use it, right? In the sense that now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the smooth tool. Okay, so I'm going to click the smooth. I'm going to go to the jaw. Okay, you can see smooth. I'm going to flood. Okay, when I flood, it's kind of, there you go. Okay, kind of grab better. Okay, everybody is going to get it as well. Now if you flood more, okay, you can start to see everything looks even better. Okay, if you think that it floods too much, okay, do not worry. What you can do is you can go to side view again. Okay, then I'm going to switch back to my component editor. Oops, there you go. Okay, I see that it kind of go up all the way here. Okay, so maybe up to this line. Okay, so up to this line here, all of this, I ensure that I give it back to my head. Okay, just to be sure about it. Right, and we can just go back here, and then you see you kind of kill off that, right? Okay, but you still get the kind of blend all the way to here. Then you find that, yeah, it goes all the way too much to the back. You want to kind of stop it here. Okay, fine as well. What you do is you kind of look where the loops is, then select again up to here or even here. Okay, this one you give it back to, okay, your head. 1. Okay, that's all there is to it, right? Then you can see now you kind of close back here. Okay, this is the concentration area, right? And over here, okay, we can do better with this as well. Now, so it's kind of squarish here as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select here as well. Okay, these guys. Okay, you can see when I double click it, it's a loop that goes all around. Okay, but of course we don't want all the way around. Okay, we want to just stop somewhere around here. So deselect up to maybe here. Okay, just these guys. Okay, and then what we do is it goes into the morph as well, if you can see. Okay, right. Okay, so what we can do is then I can use component editor and I'm going to give it to the jaw. Okay, let's say we give a value of 1. Okay, don't worry too much about this. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint. Okay, the jaw I'm going to paint, I'm going to add. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, so I'm going to paint these guys 100% down to the jaw. Oops, add opacity is 1, value is 0. Value is 1. It's not working. Let's paint again. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to paint these guys here. Okay, gotta be a little bit careful with this. It's a stubborn one here. I'll get back to that in a moment. Okay, put these guys here, bring it down. Okay, in a moment you'll see why I'm doing this. Okay, I'm going to change to vertex. I'm going to grab these guys here, some stubborn ones here. Okay, let's give it to the jaw. There you go. Oops, a few more. Right, and here as well there's a few stray ones. There's one more here. Okay, a bit tricky, these guys. Okay, let's grab everybody here, make sure they are 100% to the jaw. Okay, these guys as well, I'm going to, yeah, okay, let me just grab this whole bunch here. Okay, again, let's use side view. Let's do this again. Oops. Okay, so 100% to the jaw. Then we can kind of smooth it out again. Okay, not to worry. Okay, yeah, this is what I want. Okay, so these guys are all at the top, these guys are all at the bottom. Okay, when we smooth out, it starts to make a very nice circular motion. Okay, so right, this is quite kind of okay. Okay, then let's use our paint weight tool. Okay, go back to smooth and let's flood it. Okay, flood a lot more and more. Yep. Okay, until you see the mouth starts to be rounded. That's a nice one. Okay, this is the correct way, right? And then I'm going to go to the side view again, and I'm going to make sure that I isolate again the top. Okay, all the way up to here, to the nose area. Okay, up to here. Yep, this is fine. Okay, and at the back of the head as well, I do not want the jaw to kind of affect. Okay, so these guys all, I ensure that I use component editor. They are 100% 1.0 to my head. Okay, oops, maybe I shouldn't touch there. Okay, maybe these guys here I can just leave with it. Right, there you go. Okay, so you block first and then you use the pen weight tool to kind of smooth it out. Okay, this is the ideal one. Okay, if you look at the jaw or the lips, okay, the mouth shape kind of then curve down and make a very nice oval shape. This is nice. Okay, this is what we are looking for. So you open the mouth, there you go. Right, you know the initial one was kind of like this squarish, okay, like a joker kind of smile. That's not the one we want. We want a nice perfect loop. Okay, this is what we want. Okay, so there you go. And open the jaw, nothing at the top is kind of moving, only at the jaw area here. Okay, so imagine once you kind of have the skinning in, you can still turn on the expression. That's the cool part. So I can still have the smile on. Hey, how about that? Right, so there you go. So this is our skinning, right, for the jaw, right, in this instance. I'm going to delete the keys. Okay. Delete it. Okay, right, so that's it. Right, in the last video I'm just going to show you how to kind of put all the blend shapes into a controller. Oh yeah, and by the way, right, we'll also just finish it off with all this small minor little mesh all around the character, okay, like the teeth and everything else. Okay, so yeah.